Hi, I wanted to share with you today how to set up a Google Classroom. As you can see, I already have several pre-existing Google Classrooms, but sometimes it's intimidating for teachers to start out just making one. So I wanted to go through the process. First of all, you go to classroom.google.com. You'll be greeted with an empty page. Sorry, you can't have my classes. And you'll have this plus sign next to your Google account address. You do have to have a Google account to do this. If I press the plus sign, I can choose to join a class or create a class. Today we are going to create. I first need to decide what I want to name my class. As you can see from the other names, I typically go with grade, subject, and then hour. That just helps me keep them straight and organized. I do like to make sections for all my different classes instead of having one big mega section. So this is what you're greeted with. It already has a picture default that comes up. It puts your name up here at the top. It puts your image and your name as the teacher underneath the title. You can customize this by going over to select theme or upload photo. If you upload a photo, make sure it is the specific requirements for the size here. Otherwise, sometimes it can look a little funny. But if you go under select theme, they have a lot of great options already available. When you do change it, it will change the color bars and stuff like that for a different look. Kind of gives it a different tint as well. So the anatomy of what you're looking at, this is where your stream will be, and it gives you some information there. This is where you invite students, which I want to talk about on this page, so you can see a little bit better without seeing my individual students. You have two ways to invite your students. You can either choose to enter in their email addresses, which can be a little time consuming. I would just search for my students. And then once I found them, I could click on them and invite. And then you can see my invited students here waiting to accept the invitation. The easier way to do this would be to give out your class code. I've done this before by just putting it up on the board in class or putting it on my website and inviting students to go there and follow the link and enter in the class code. These can also be changed and disabled. So if a code gets out or if students keep joining that you don't want in, you can turn that feature off. So they do have to have a personal invite from you. You also have options down here to include this class in Guardian email summaries. And that's a new feature, which I haven't fully explored yet, but you can spend some time setting this up so you can email Guardians from this as well. The other tab that you have is the About page. And this is a great one to set up ahead of time as well, where you can enter in information about your class and add classroom materials. If you have a co-teacher, this is the place where you can invite your co-teacher so both of you have access. This is what it looks like when you have a co-teacher. Both of us are listed here. And if you check the About section, you'll see we both have email addresses. And here are some materials that I've chosen to share. Links to different subjects that we talk about in class, some YouTube channels for them, and then my classroom website, all places that they can go, and we direct them to go quite frequently, so I don't have to keep posting that information and they know where to go look for it. So that's really handy. Now, once you've got your stream established, you can also set up things like topics. So I've got bell work as a topic. That's something that we do every day at the beginning of class. I can sort by bell work so you can see all of our bell work assignments. If a student wanted to go on and, let's say, find the information on capitalization, they could find that information even though it's all the way back in September. So a lot of times I make topics for our different units, and they can click on those to find the information relatively quickly without sorting through everything in the stream. Sometimes stream gets kind of backed up. You can also move things to the top. Let's say I needed to move this back up for students to work on. I can bump this back up so it'll be on the top again, which is nice. So let's go back here to my dummy stream. I want to set up an announcement to welcome my students to class. To do that, I go down to the plus sign, and I have the choice of creating an announcement, creating an assignment, creating a question, or reusing a post. Today, I just want to work on creating an announcement. And this will show to all students unless I change it here. I can also share this with multiple hours, so I don't have to redo the same thing over and over. I do have the option here of adding a topic. This is also where I would create a topic. I have places to link materials, link a file, link something from Google, like Google Drive. I could also use this for forms or drawings or spreadsheets or slides. I can link a video from YouTube, or I can have a website link. So let's go ahead and create a topic. And I'm just going to call it announcements. And then if I want to post now, I just click post. If I don't want this post, I can delete it. I can also on the post have an option of delaying when it appears. Or I can just save it till later. Once I make my post, which is what I've already done, you can see my topic. You can also see what time it was posted, who it was posted by. Students have an option here to add a class comment unless I go over to students and select them and mute them. If I don't mute them, they can go anywhere on the stream and add comments that people can view, which is fine if you want them to answer questions and have online discussions. Obviously, you don't want to mute them because then they can't interact with each other. It's good to start off maybe with everybody muted until the expectations have been discussed, but I never really have any issues with it. So that's all you need to know to really set up your very first Google Classroom. I'm happy to troubleshoot for you and answer any questions, so leave those below in the comments. I look forward to bringing you more videos. Thanks for watching.